Hello and welcome to PixelSports presents Goal Table Football Podcast. I'm Gigi.
I'm Swarnava.
We are joining once again from our studio setup. We joined you once from Vivekananda Johar during this entire Durand Cup. This episode is focused towards the Durand Cup Final. This is a preview for the Durand Cup Final between Mohun Bagan and
Northeast United
FC. And this promises to be a very exciting encounter. We did not come with regular episodes on the journey of these two sides, so we will focus a little on the journey. How did these two sides reach the final? First, Mohun Bagan. Mohun Bagan got out from not a very difficult route. They got out quite easily, especially after the final match against East Bengal. The Kolkata derby got cancelled due to some reasons, various reasons all of you are aware. Swarnava, do you think that cancellation of the derby actually settled down the nerves of the Mohun Bagan side?
No, see, I think Coach Molina joined in between the campaign, right? And many players like Dimitri Petratos and Tom Alfred, they joined the camp later, and they of course they did not get much time to settle down. So this is a huge match, right? This was a huge match, and players like Alberto and Tom Alfred, they did not play in this environment before. But I think this the cancellation of the derby, it settled Mohun Bagan down, and they got some time to work on their project and their main goal, that was to win the Durand Cup.
Yes, as you pointed out, they started off very shaky.
Yes.
They almost scraped through their first match, which should have been a very comfortable win, but just a 1-0 win. But eventually, in the knockout stage as well.
And in the first match, they had only 4 substitutes.
Yes.
So that gives us an idea about how thin the squad was and how many players along with the coaching staff joined later.
Yes, and we also know that they played with the starting lineup of their CFL squad, and all of us know how poorly Mohun Bagan is faring in the CFL right now. They are almost towards the bottom half. So obviously it started in a very weak note, but they have reached the final.
Yes.
And how did they reach the final? Quarter-final and semi-final, 2 back-to-back tiebreakers. 3-all, 3-3 and 2-2. One against Punjab FC, the semi-final against Bengaluru FC. Obviously, I'll start from the reverse process this time. Let's talk about Vishal Kait first. Do you think he's the one who has pulled the team on his shoulders?
See, he's in the form of his life, okay, and back-to-back performances in the tiebreaker is not easy. And right now, I feel like Vishal Kait is the best Indian keeper there is, but it's disheartening to see that he is not in the Indian squad. Wish that changes quickly. And Mohun Bagan going to the penalties 2 times in a row tells you 2 stories. First, their goalkeeper Vishal Kait being impeccable, and second is their shaky defense.
Yes, absolutely.
So Vishal Kait pulling off a blinder, that is okay. Why are Mohun Bagan reaching penalties? Why are they not able to kill matches in 90 minutes? That is a question we should ask, and I think the blame has to go to the new foreigners, the new centre backs, Alberto and Tom.
No, Alberto and Tom, both of them were very shaky in the semi-final. Especially now, let's talk about the semi-final in detail, because that is the match which resulted in this final lineup. Now, in the semi-final, we saw both of the goals from defensive mistakes. One from penalty, which was sort of a soft penalty. There can be doubts about it, but yes,
whether it was inside or not.
Yes, but once Subhashish got off, Dipendu was bound to be very problematic in the face of winning. It was playing really well. But talking about the other goal, the second goal, it was gifted. Now, these kinds of mistakes will be...
and that gift was from Alberto.
Yes, and these kinds of mistakes will be punished definitively by especially ISL teams.
ISL teams.
That's absolutely correct. But does this also focus on what kind of a winner's mentality this team has?
Absolutely.
Any
Absolutely.
club, any team, eventually winning matters. Eventually trophies matter.
Absolutely.
We know Mohun Bagan is the reigning ISL Shield champion. They won the league. And somewhere down the line, that winning mentality came through because Liston Kulaso, Manvir Singh, then we see Dimi Petratos,
Vishal Kait,
not in the forms of their life.
Anirudh Thapa.
Anirudh Thapa, what a strike, that crunching strike.
Best
So,
goal of Durand this season.
absolutely. So eventually the winner's mentality kicking in at the correct time, right?
No, it's quite evident because see, they went 2 goals down against a strong Bengaluru FC, but they managed to come back. And how they did not look out of sorts. They were not given any free goals or any free passes. They made their own way and they scored 2 good goals. The second one was out of the world, and Vishal Kait's heroics in the shootout, right? And eventually they reached the final, and let's see now what happens.
So, and also in a little contrast to Vishal Kait, not a very good day in the office for Gurpreet.
Yes.
Once again, Gurpreet probably towards the fag end of his career,
Especially in the second half.
especially in the second half. He once again sort of gifted back the goal. It's another thing that Mohun Bagan did not take that chance. But Gurpreet actually made a very good save
Yes.
in the shootout as well. Once again, a crunch save. That was a must save for Gurpreet. But the team they will face in the final, Northeast United FC. Let's talk a little about Northeast's journey throughout this Durand Cup. Now, Northeast, as we all know, this is a very long tournament. So it's very difficult to remember the first initial matches. But in the group stage, Northeast, in their home ground, they faced Boroland FC, BSF, and Odisha FC. Now, Odisha FC did not come with their first team.
No, it's the reserve side.
Sort of academy squad, reserve squad. So obviously a very sort of an easy group stage. Then they faced Indian Army, which is another defense squad, but Indian Army was playing really well. Before the half time, they almost scored 2 goals.
Yes.
Twice they were completely open, lack of experience kicked in. But after that, absolutely clinical performance from Northeast. In the semi-final, more importantly, they defeated Shillong Lajong, and that too at the home of Lajong in the Shillong Stadium. Now, do you think this is very important because Shillong defeated East Bengal?
Yes.
So, what is your take on the match between Northeast United and Shillong Lajong?
See, in the match against East Bengal, we saw that Shillong's fans, they created an electric atmosphere. They even did that against the match.
In the semi-final, the atmosphere was the same.
It was the same. But Northeast managed to keep their cool, and their pool of international players, along with their local stars like Parthiv Gogoi and Thoy Singh and Jitin, they are at the form of their lives, right? Parthiv Gogoi, we talked about him last season.
Yes.
And
Repeatedly.
Yes. And Jitin as well. And a 20-year-old Thoy Singh, what a wonder kid.
Yes. No,
Absolutely.
I think it's we can't really term him as a wonder kid right away, but Thoy Singh is showing a lot of promise. But as you said, the international players as well. Azarei, the Moroccan striker, he scored a brilliant goal. Nestor completely orchestrating the play. Guillermo was also playing really well. So they have a very good mixture of experience and youth, foreign players and Indian players. Do you think this is going to be the season of Ben Ali? Because Ben Ali is having his second season for the club. The club has trusted him after not a very impressive season last year around.
Yes.
So this trust, will he be able to repay the trust?
See, in India, we don't usually see a long project of like 7 or 8 years. So a big project is of, I think, 3 years, and it's the second season for Ben Ali. So this is the make or break season for him. If he has to keep his job, he has to deliver, and he is delivering. He has delivered the first final for Northeast United.
Huge for the fan base. because what a fan base Northeast have.
Yes.
And they deserved this.
See, the Highlanders, they were disappointed. I think they played in their 17-18 ISL semi-final.
Yes, ISL semi-final is the best they got.
They were very disappointed that it has been so many years, but they haven't played any finals. But finally, they are getting what they deserve, right? And
we have also, just to interject, we have also recently seen an interview of John Abraham where he's talking about Northeast and the elaborate plans he had. He still has those plans, and he's also looking for a lot of motivation.
yes,
So this will be very motivating for the owners as well who are investing on it.
of course, because if you are reaching the final of the second oldest tournament of Asia, then you must be doing something right.
Yes.
And kudos to Ben Ali. Let's see what he does in the final, and I'm expecting some support for them in the Krirangan. And
Just to add one more point, I don't think it was a very, before we go on to the final predictions and all of that, I don't think it was a very good performance by the other ISL teams in this tournament.
no,
Bengaluru sort of pulled their own. They played a good tournament. They were almost in the final. Losing in the penalty shootout is almost like winning. So they were almost in the final, but most of the other teams did not come with their full squad. And we saw that most of the ISL clubs, they did not come with their full squad. And Bengaluru FC, they played well, obviously very well, because they almost reached the final. Losing in the penalty shootouts is almost as good as winning. But other than that, we should not judge these teams by this performance, right?
no.
Because the ISL reality will be much different.
Because see, this is after all a pre-season tournament. Mumbai and Orissa, they totally brought their reserve sides. Mohammedan FC, they also brought their limited resources.
Kerala Blasters brought a good set.
FC Goa brought a good side. Punjab brought a good side. I think Chennai brought a good side. But still 50-50. They did not bring all of their strength. And I think East Bengal FC, they brought their full side. But I was extremely disappointed with them. And if you talk about the ISL teams, I think Punjab FC played well. But again, Vishal Kait stopped them from reaching the semi-finals, and that's it. I think.
Yes, I think
Overall, it has been disappointing from the ISL teams.
Yes, and it's also from most of the I-League teams as well. It's not something we can judge these teams by. Once the season kicks in, we'll slowly get true taste. But once again, the showstoppers of Indian football right now, the likes of Mohun Bagan, the likes of Bengaluru. Bengaluru did not have a good season last time, but they have strengthened their squad.
What a transfer window it has been for them.
Brilliant transfer window for Bengaluru. So, mouth-watering season ahead in the ISL. But before that, one final game in the sort of pre-season tournament, Durand Cup, the final match. Extremely important final between Mohun Bagan and Northeast. Swarnava, please shoot your prediction.
I think Mohun Bagan with all their experience and all their stars, they are eventually going to win the cup with 2-0.
Yes, I cannot but agree here with Swarnava because the home support will also play a very important role.
Yes.
And I think Mohun Bagan should win by 2 to 3 goals. But since it's a final, I'll not go for 3 goals. I think 1 or 2 goals. But they'll win. And they'll probably keep a clean sheet as well.
Yes.
Okay, so...
But let's not count out Northeast just yet. They will go all guns blazing.
And all of us actually will be rooting in a way for Northeast because always we are with the underdogs.
Of course.
Northeast should win their inaugural cup, and their supporter base, their fan base, the entire region, they deserve this kind of a celebration.
Absolutely.
So we'll stay focused on the final. We'll cover the final from Johor, the Krirangan. myself Gourab,
Swarnava.
Swarnava. We are signing off from this episode. Please find all of our social media handles in the comment section, in the description section. Like, share, comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and till our next video, till we come back with the final, stay wild.